Yes. Welcome. It is I. I have returned. Right, setting up the camera and everything. Okay. So, we're gonna hit the ground running today. Time to go back to... I'm probably not gonna do a lot more of streams of... I just want to achieve like a situation where I can run around. Is it meant to be 720p? No. Is it 720p? Oh God, where is it? Where is it? Oh, I cannot edit the profile while it's streaming, huh? Let's just see. Stream. Appearance, output, audio. Oh yeah. I did scale it down. 720p. I'm not sure if I have affiliation. If I need to have affiliation. Is that a problem? 720p, does it look bad? Should I bump it up? I think I used to have problems with bandwidth, and I might have. That's why I might have bumped it down a little bit. All right, I'm gonna destroy this bridge. I'm gonna burn this bridge. Is there a... Can you make a bigger brush? Yeah, I guess this is the bigger brush, yeah. Unless that change IRs, you can stream at 74, yeah. No, I'm pretty sure I can do 1080. I just like... Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, like I'm not even doing such high resolution kind of gaming anyway. So I'm gonna delete these things. Oh, by the way, do you want to see something cool? My daughter made something. Oh God, she put fish all over here. Let's fill this with water. She made this is her horse ranch, and this is a town that she made. Very nice. You can make really nice looking stuff with those tiles, and it's not even that complicated. I'm kind of surprised. Something I forgot is this little boopsie roomy. And I'm gonna okay, separate. Why does Discord always want to be like, oh, you're using sprite? You want to let everybody know that you're doing sprite? Turning in the streams for the first time, is this part of an ongoing project or mostly a pixel art for the sake of pixel art? It's something in between. I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 3, and I really like it. And I like the aesthetics of the old NES games. I think they're kind of like very low key, and I wanted to see what NES sprites, this kind of like resolution and this kind of color palette and so forth, how that works in Picotron, because I know how, for example, Game Boy or Game Boy Color stuff works on Pico 8. That's something that you can kind of do. You kind of lose a little bit resolution, but you can pull it off. It's kind of like, there is an analogy there, but I'm not sure if Picotron is a good analogy for NES, and this is kind of like a very complicated way to test this. If I just wanted to have the answer, just a yes or no answer, I would probably, there's probably an easy way to do this. This most assuredly an easy way to do this. But I also want to just like hang out a little bit and do some pixel stuff on Picotron, and start making a bit of an RPG just to see what kind of troubles and issues I run into and what are some good practices. I just want to have like a little map I can walk around this. Do not have a lot of ambitions. I wanted to maybe try what kind of pixel font I can use, how much space I have for UI, just like to see what the capabilities are. So this is just like R&D basically. I'm just doing some R&D. And if something cool comes out, if I get inspired and it's like, oh yeah, this is sick, then we can, we can spiral this out into an actual thing. Is this what I'm thinking? Oh, that's not correct. What? This is such a weird sprite. Let me make sure that I'm getting the right pixels. Alright. By the way, is the music too loud? Last time around, I made the music too soft. You could barely hear it, and I noticed in hindsight. It's difficult to like tweak the music. LGTM. Thank you so much. Boom, 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 boom. It's also kind of nice to be using more of the editor a little bit. I'm not using the internal Pico 8 editors that much usually for pixel art, or at least I haven't been using it in a while. And also the Picotron I haven't been using at all, almost. I wonder if that sprite makes more sense when you look at the CRT display. We had that discussion yesterday. Do not approach me about that CRT discussion that early in the day. It's too late. Pooh, stop it, what are you eating? This is the CRT discussion. It's too late, already opened. Shader glass. My general assumption is that most of the NES graphics are not made. I'm not saying they're not made for CRT, but there is no special trick for them when it comes to CRT displays. There's something wrong here. Simply because there's just not, the resolution was not there and the amount of colors were not there to do significant blending. What am I getting wrong here? Oh, okay. Also, you can tell that they're using the same sprites for the Game Boy, so there's that. What? I'm going crazy! Okay, wait. So this is going like this? Like this. Okay, this is good. This is good. We got this. And then this, and then this, like this. Yes. And then here. Yes, okay, we got this. See, it looks nice. Yeah, it's nice. I think see, here's my actual take. I think we are confusing different effects when we talk about how sprite's supposed to make on CRT. I think what we're thinking is that there's some kind of like crazy blurring happening, and sure there's some like high resolution stuff which lots of colors where the colors blend a little bit. And I mean, I like the look of Syracuse, don't get me wrong. But also I think when it comes to pixel art, like when you zoom pixel art like this, yes, pixel art not meant to look like this on your screen, you know? It's not so you're not supposed to zoom in like this. It's supposed to be, you know, part of a tile set. So when you zoom out, you know, then you get the blending that we're talking about. But the blending is not so much that this display is doing the blending, the display technology is doing the blending, but it's just your eyes. It's like very small and tiny, like dithering, you know, stuff like dithering. Dithering is also not necessary that the different pixels are supposed to blend with each other through the technology, but just visually they blend with each other. That's why there is dithering also in stuff like cross-hatching. You know, when you do cross-hatching, you also do a type of dithering. And it's not supposed to be like, it's not like the paper blurs the lines. The lines are very crisp, but when you look at for afar, they visually blend together. Hello, I was a bit of a doomer procrastinating, but yeah, it's never in discussion. So I think one of the problems that we have, that one of the reasons why the discussion pops up now so often, is that we have just bigger displays these days. And it's very easy for us to just zoom in on, like, make the pixel art huge. And if you do that, yes, it looks a little bit blocky. And all the, like you can see the individual pixels and not how they're meant to kind of like suggest certain shapes, but more like, you know, you see them as building blocks. And that can be, that's just a different effect, yes. So like, especially if you took a look at screen sizes, like CRTs could be just so big. As a TV was like a tiny window in your, like a tiny little porthole in your living room. It's very different from the way flat panels are today. This is my take. If I'm wrong here, I mean, imagine they tried sprite ideas by drawing first on paper at a time. Selecting pixel. Yeah, it's hard. Like it's there's many different techniques. I saw what we're talking about. I absolutely saw. I saw like people drawing stuff on graph paper. I think that was like especially early days, like NES, like Super Mario Brothers. You would do that. But I think this is late NES era. So at this point, you probably already had some internal tools where they could like see how things look. But it's really hard to tell. Like it's just like there's so many different games made with so many different ideas. Like, okay, so here's a simple illustration of the problem. We know that the NES has a roughly square screen internally, and that gets stretched out a little bit on the 4:3 monitor. That was done intentionally to blur a little bit the harshness of individual lines, because the encoding doesn't work well when there's like a harsh transition between two pixels. So kind of like to blur things a little bit, you stretch the image a little bit wider. That's fine. There's some games that consider this. So when, for example, when you draw a circle, they draw the circle squished like eggs, you know, the egg-shaped. So when it gets blown up on the TV screen, they look circle-ish. But some games just like whatever, just draw circles on the square screen and they just get like, you know, pancaked. It's not a big difference. Like it's fine. Like it looks fine either way. It just sometimes you notice like, oh, that's a little bit of a wonky circle. But it just shows you that there's like very different approaches. That it wasn't like a monolith of all pixel artists do this thing always, you know. People dealt with the technology on their own ways, had their own pipelines, had their own experiences. Some of them were more experienced, some were less experienced. Some people care about those nerdy details. Some people were like, whatever. It's just, there's just so many different approaches. So, and now we're coming back, you know, we're trying to reconstruct the history, and we're like, no, everybody did this. No, everybody did this. Like, some people did this. Some people didn't do it. It's not as clear cut as we like it to be. Okay, so we need that kind of tile. We need a kind of, oh man, we're gonna need a lot of tiles. Oh, that's good. We don't have inner edges. We have the top edge for sure. Okay, so we need like, oof. See, this is the part where having 8x8 sprites is a huge advantage. You can just like do this very efficiently. But with 16x16 sprites, you have to create lots of redundancy. Kazuko Shibuya said she worked directly on a sprite editing program. Yeah, because if you drew the sprites first, they look different. Yeah. That's the Final Fantasy artist, right? I'm gonna get the name correct. I have the book here. My favorite book. If you are interested in this. No, that's the wrong one. Can I make myself big? I cannot make myself big. Okay, whatever. This book for FF Dot. That's a very good one. You get lots of really beautiful, high quality, high scale pixel art. Just full of pixel art from Final Fantasy. And there's a really nice interview with Shibuya at the end. What a classy, look at this, what a classy pixel artist. I want to be that kind of pixel artist when I'm her age. Very good stuff. Yeah, I also think like people always cite this other artist, I forgot his name, that does the character arts, which I don't hate. I think they're very interesting. But I think she's the real artist behind Final Fantasy. The pixel art, the little cute pixel art is the thing that sells by Final Fantasy for me, not the character portraits. The funny thing is that games that seemingly did not factor the aspect ratio difference between the SNES effectively displayed resolution and the 43 effective display were often Nintendo first party. Yeah. It's not like, you know, there's the real developers and the pretenders, you know. It's like, it was the Wild West, man. Was it Kirby? There was, I think, one of the... I remember the two prominent examples is Kirby, and the other one is Darkwing Duck, I think. There's like a moon in Darkwing Duck. Can we... Duck. Which one was it? NES screenshot. There's the intro to Darkwing Duck. Oh man, I won't find it, huh? I mean, it's a very specific screenshot. Is it here? Yeah, okay, so this looks squished, right? Yeah, this is the 4:3 aspect ratio, and the moon looks squished, so it gets upscaled. What about Kirby NES screenshot? Because that has a prominent circle shape in the intro. Wow. Is it this? Yeah, here. Okay, so this is also squished. I'm not sure what the resolution is here, but it looks square-ish. Yeah, so this is squished. Okay, so this is squished, so it gets rounded when it upscaled. So that's not the one. There's, I need to look it up. There was a video that had some examples. It's very funny. Anyway. Yeah, so here is just one little 8x8 tile, and we have to create like this huge. Ugh. I wonder if there's a line at the bottom. I guess there is no line at the bottom, huh? So let's copy this. And then we can assuming it's like this. I want to make a video about dissecting Pico 8's palette for a while, because I've had a new thoughts about it that I think could be interesting, but I'm not sure if I could write a script or have enough to say about it. And I want to draw even more examples to explore it more. And it's like IDK. Yeah. I mean, my experience is that whenever you start writing a script, it gets like way longer than you think. It's a way kind of like writing a script about a video is a way to organize your thoughts, and you quite often discover that you actually had a lot of opinions about it. Okay, actually we want this, right? I love it. Okay, and this is good, this is not good. This is interesting that they... How much... What? I'm so confused. This is... Wait, did I get the size wrong? Ah. Yeah, okay, this is this is what I want. Wait, if I press space now, it doesn't show the grid. It doesn't show the grid if I press space. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. These are not good. Oh, actually, this whole thing, this is a different sprite. Yeah, I'm thinking if I ever want to do a video like this, a game like this, a video game like this, I think I would have to create my own Metatile editor. That would be also good exercise to find out, you know, how to make an editor in Picotron, because that's something that I don't quite understand. Huh? Why is there a black pixel here? Excuse me? Excuse me? What? Why? No. What? Is this true? Yeah, like what? This pixel is confounding me. Wait. Okay. Wait, but that's not what I have in my... I have a different tile set here. I have lines. There, look. What? Yeah, I messed up this. I did something wrong here. Okay, let's fix this. This is what we want. This is what I want. I mean, the individual pixels don't really matter that much. I'm chasing them down mainly so I can sync up the tiles with each other. So I can use those pixels as reference points. Okay, so now this looks like here. And then I forgot. Oh, forgot. Okay. So this is this tile. Why is it so raw? Did I move something? Did I press some weird button? That's strange. It just doesn't look like mine. I thought I was pretty thorough. Yeah, it just moved. Or maybe I just pressed left and right or something like this. Yeah, it's also not what? It's also, this is not correct. This should be like this. I think I might have shifted the entire sprite. Now it's correct. And so probably this also, yeah, see, this is correct. This might not be. Yeah. It's like this. And then I'm guessing this. Now these at the bottom here, they don't align, but that's to be expected. That's okay. Okay, so now these look like the way I have them. So now let's see where these come from. Aha. Okay. Interesting. Fascinating. Yeah. Okay, so here's the way the tile begins. So they don't have a... Because here, you see they have the like a rounded edge. This is the tile. I believe. Yeah. And, oh, this is how you move the selection bar. Okay, so this is the tile. It has like the whole corners in here. But on this side, they do it differently. They just have this edge. Wild. Ow! Oh! That's this tile. I'm such a dummy. We don't need this. So we don't need this technically. That's all the sprite we need. We're probably finished. Could be a case where there might be a multiple layers. Nah, they're not going like that. That's not how they roll. I like doing this kind of stuff, like reverse engineering. You know how, like looking closely and just like paying attention and figuring out how something is made. Very nice. You learn so much. Oh, that's so good. Look at this. This is such a nice, because it's like this is such a tight space here, and they are able to do this with those chunky tiles. Very nice. Yeah. Look at this. See, easy sprite for babies. Okay, so this gives us this little place to walk around in, huh? Oh yeah, there's still one more thing missing. I had already talked about it before, but oh yeah, we don't have the waterfall. The waterfall. Yeah, the waterfall, Lebowski. We are the nihilists. We believe in the waterfall. Square here. That's good. And this is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now this is a little bit pointless for me recreating like this specific pattern because this was actually animated and I'm not sure how that was done. Probably some kind of like pixel shifting algorithm applied to the tile set. So this is actually very well animated in the game. And if I would make it my game, I would definitely also animate myself, but oh well. But for now, I just want to have a nice static image. Nice static placeholder. Oh, that's nice. That's very well done. It looks very good. Oh, by the way, there's a different sprite down here, huh? Yeah, but that's probably like the pixel shifting I was talking about. Yeah, I'm not gonna... Oh yeah, wait. These are 2 layers of the same 8 times of 2 8 times sprites, and these are not. Yeah, these down here is a different sprite. I don't know what's happening here. Palette cycling is something I've thought about for like 5 years, and I still have yet to make a game with it. Not good or bad, just like IDK, or at least I don't think I have. Yeah. I mean, palette cycling not really that much of a thing in Pico in NES era, but Picotron with its way bigger palette is probably a good place to experiment with that. Absolutely. Oh yeah. This is so sick. It's so good! It looks so good! So let me see. What town is this? I forgot already. I just want to just like roughly compare the resolution. Show me full screen. So that's Final Fantasy 3 NES map. And then there's a former Dawn that looks like NES hardware limitation, but it's a skill issue. Former Dawn? I don't know what Former Dawn is. What is Former Dawn? Former Dawn, Grand Sire of... Oh, it's for NES? Nice. I don't know if I would say skill issue when that was my images. Oh wow, these are nice animations. I don't know, man. It's very nice fluid animations. I appreciate that. I don't know. Is this? Wow, that's a cool sprite. These are also cool. Looks nice. I want to see it on the actual NES hardware, because it's always like a little This looks like there's blur happening here, right? That's why I'm a bit confused. Not my style. I appreciate the fluid animation for sure. That always looks very nice when there's like a... Recently I've been playing Metal Slug, and it also has like this very fluid pixel art animation. Looks very good. So I do appreciate that kind of stuff. But like I like the Shibuya style characters. This is, when I look at this is something that bothers me, is that it's hard to parse the screen. Like that's a overall aesthetics issue, you know. It's like, where can I walk? Why there's like multiple floor types? I don't even know where to walk here. It's difficult. It's just like mess of green here. It just doesn't look pleasant to the eye, and it's difficult to understand where we're going. That's why I like these kinds of games a lot. They're very modular, very blocky, but that blockiness also reflects the underlying mechanics, like you know where you can walk and not walk. That's why. It's actually the modern attempt at releasing an NES game while pushing limits of hardware as far as possible. To the point that the chips in the cartridges are probably more complex than... Really? They're gonna put custom chips in the cartridges? Oh, that makes sense, yeah. So wait, that won't run on an emulator? That would be sad. I wish them the best luck. It looks sick. Oh, they even bring out a custom console for it. That's nice. So like a... Wait, how do they make it though? Is it like a FGPA? That confounds me a little bit. So wait, is it emulation then? Is it emulation over FPGA? This is the part that I'm actually interested in. This is because, like, okay, I've been repairing some Famicoms, and one of the issues when repairing a good Famicom is that it's difficult to source replacement chips for the PPU and the CPU, because they're not making those anymore, and there are replacements, but they're not great. They're like really janky, and the games don't look like they're supposed to look, and don't sound like they're supposed to sound. So I've been like ripping my hair out trying to find like good replacement chips, and I know that some people do FPGA or try to do FPGA recreations of the chips, which would be great. They can just slap in that FGPA. I don't have to care about sourcing a PPU. But they were still in production. They haven't figured it out completely. So it's very busy looking. Yeah. I was watching Tom Scott's video on reverse emulation, and it does. That's a good video. And it does. And it's like, that does count as an NES game if you have a dedicated computer and cartridge. Oh man, that's such a good video too. I found that tiny NES does source original chips somehow. No way! No, what? Nah. Oh, that's called the tiny NES. Oh, it's just the tiny NES. Okay, so that's the thing that they're doing. How do they get the chips? Core chips. No. The tiny NES is not an emulator, nor is built around FPGA, no. The hardware tiny NES is exactly the same as the original Nintendo hardware. There, blah blah blah. By using 2 original chips, the console is able to... What? Yeah, these chips aren't made anymore. So they're a bit tricky to find. Fortunately, I've already managed to secure enough of them for this production run. Wow. Damn. Okay, never mind. How many of these did this guy made? They're like 20 bucks a pop. So that's like 40 bucks of chips right here on this image. Very cool. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. This somehow is like, did he buy a lot of used Commodore or something like that? I don't know. I mean, to be fair, if you're good with soldering iron, you can probably get like broken Famicoms from Japan, and they're selling them, a lot of them. But I got distracted. So this is the thing that they're going to ship with it, which is insane. Like, how many supporters are they going to get? 1,500? Are you? Is this guy really going to source 1,500 chips? I guess not everybody will get that version. Anyway, I'm just looking for this. Which town was this? I forgot which town it even was. This is the town. Yeah. What's the name of this map? Ooh, I like that they have the Japanese. Oh, what? Wait. I thought I maybe accidentally banned the wrong person. At least I think we got 2 spams in a row. If I accidentally banned somebody, please. Okay, so this is good, but I don't know the name of the town. Oh, no, it's not Canaan. Is it Canaan? I think it's Canaan. Okay. So now, Fina, there's a lot of screenshot here. Also, these tiny thumbnails don't really tell me that much. Oh man, there's Canaan, but it's the outside map, not the inside. Ah, I hate this. Also, this is like a... this is not what I want! Okay, let me Final Fantasy 3 screenshot. Just like compare it with any other screenshot. Just like, I just want to have a broad idea of how much the map we're looking at. That's roughly the same resolution, right? I think it is. Yeah, the flowers are roughly the same resolution. Yeah, so, okay, so this gives an idea. We're seeing a lot more of the map. Like, almost twice the amount of map in the width. Insane. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14. 15, 16. We see 16 tiles across here. And here it's... let's see. It's like 30. Yeah, so it's almost twice. So that's a different experience. You see that you can almost see the entire town of Canaan on one screen. So that's very different. But is it bad though? Right? Am I right? Like height-wise, it's fine. Or is it fine? So let's see. It's like 1. Height-wise, it's fine. It's also 16. I think we have like 15 or something here. So height-wise, it's authentic. It's just in width, you just had a widescreen experience. But I kind of like the widescreen experience. I think it's kind of nice. like you get more of a like overview effect. It's different. It's more different than Pico 8 is different from Game Boy. But also, it's not bad. While I'm thinking about it, a project I have is going to require making a map editor. And I'm trying to puzzle in my mind how to go about it. Or how I want to compress the data. I feel like maybe I could just do some simple RLE for most of it, but like, is there anything else I could sprinkle on top? For my other game, I did 2 layers for both 9-cell RLE, and that seemed to work good, to have RLE not to be the only thing, so you can take advantage of lots of empty space and then breaks for detail. I like breaks. It really depends on the data. I think something that was a bit of an eye-opener for me is looking at the Pokemon sprite compression, which is a very complicated algorithm. It's RLE, but with like lots of extra conditioning, data conditioning, to make the RLE, to get the most out of the RLE. And that was cool. That you can tell that they looked at the kind of data they want to compress, and they picked something to make it really collapse down very easily. And the algorithm is not perfect, but they're working around the limitations of the algorithm, so it's like, so it evens out. Very cool. I think that's the correct approach. Not to think of compression in a sense of a one size fits all. Like here's something I slap on top, and that just does the work. But more of a, okay, how does my data look, and what can I do to deal with that data the best? I think you're overthinking it, Smelly Fish Sticks. Really, it's fine. Like, how much data do you want to have? And what, like, are you still working in Pico 8? If you're working in Pico 8, I can understand, but in Picotron it doesn't seem like it's even necessary. Yeah, but it's like RLE. Just split the bit planes apart. Yeah. Not just split the bit planes apart, but also there's inversion also happening. Which is funny. So they kind of like make sure that... Oh, and they don't do inversion. They do something even cooler. They do... They don't encode black or white, but they encode the moments at which it switches from black or white. So it's kind of like this insane... so it's kind of like a extra operation, but that gives them really compressible data. Because they don't have that much dithering in the data, so just recording the switches is way more efficient. Yeah, mock-upping. Yeah, I mean, it's not something... I think a very important thing is not to expect to get it right the first time. It's gonna be a learning experience, right? And it's gonna be a process, and eventually you arrive at something that is really strange that you maybe didn't anticipate, but it's gonna be the right one. Yeah, I like this. This is good. I like, because I still have some space on the side, for example, for some kind of UI. So we can rain it down a little bit. Let's continue. I want to have a guy walking around here, but I want to create... I want to go all the way. Go all the way. I want to create those icons. They're nice. I'm going to grab something to drink, and I'll be back in a second. I'm back. Ooh! Oh, I changed the Picotron size window. Oh no. Okay, let me see this. One video I recommend checking out as the subject is how we fit NES game into 40 kilobytes, referring to micromages from MorphCap games. They give pointers how they laid out their sprite and data to go from there's isn't nearly enough space on the ROM to we saved up enough data to add a set of hard mode levels. The specifics were of course thought within the NES in mind. Same thing. Yeah, I mean there's That's the story of retro development, right? You figure out some cool trick, and suddenly the impossible becomes possible. Yeah, Morphcat games. What Micro Mages? I'm not familiar with that one. I checked out Morphguys and I think Super Punch Bet and Bobble are super interesting. The 3D materials, hey, like Pokemon, Metatiles. 3D must be a good middle ground, and the offset, X offset, was interesting. Okay. I shall check it out. Test. A dog would wear jeans like this or like this? Wait. So it's another. Yeah, it's supposed to be this. There's an interesting N here. It's a little bit crooked with the 3 pixels here and 2 pixels here. Wouldn't something like this better? Yeah, I would do something like this, but I guess they really wanted to have like this tall looking thing. Yeah. That would be also good. It just feels a little bit more balanced. It's weird that they chose like this. Yeah, it looks like an H a little bit on top. Also, if I would do something like this, I would just, yeah, something like this. Just add just a little bit of a, just a little bit of a highlight there. I would do something like this. Maybe here on the edge, so it's a little bit, so it's like adds more to the dimensionality of it. But alas, they didn't choose. I wonder, do they have just 3 colors? Is that the problem? 1, 2, 3. I think I might have just said 3 colors. 1, 2, 3. No, they have 4. They have 4 colors. They could have done it. Weird. Lame. That's a really nice sword here. Nice sword. La 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 la. It's really nice that they have like, I don't know what this part of the sword is called. I guess it's the thing that adds to the stability of the blade. This channel. I like how they emphasize it. It makes the sword really nice and detailed. Also the hilt, very nice. Very, like, it's a kind of a short sword, right? But it's very elaborate. Hilt here? Very cool. Oh, look at this. That's nice. They added a shadow here to the sword, so it pops a little bit more. Ah, double shadow even. There's black shadow, and then they add a bit of an anti-alias kind of situation here. Yeah, oh man, look at how sick this looks already. Oh, very good. And then adding the blue on top. That's such a weird choice that there's a blue on top there. But it works so well. And then the blue outline here, okay. That's so weird. I wonder why this part is blue. I mean, it does add a lot of variation. Like this is just a little bit too bland. And this just adds a little bit of a contrast. And I'm guessing they couldn't make it blue here. I actually would make it blue here. That looks sick as heck. Huh. Wonder why it's white down there. It's a nice tile though. Does compare me though. Let's do shield next. Let's start from scratch. Why not? Flow. I have to say this shield is not as successful, I think, as the sword. I think it's just too busy. Like the cross makes it a little bit. It makes it very easy to confuse it with a magic shop. It's just not my thing. If I was to do it, I would just make it a normal shield, maybe like a simpler cross. The fact that they have like this gem in the middle is just too much. But whom am I to argue with Shibuya Kazuko? See, now it's written pops, but when I add these, you kind of get a lot of too much color variation. Now it kind of disappears. So like making the shields darker maybe was the move. So the jewel in the middle pops. Oh. There we go. No, not quite. Okay. Something I would love to have with Picotron is I don't like in Pico 8 it was really nice how all of the tiles just went into a huge image, and that huge image was just separated into tiles. That was very neat. Because you could sample anywhere from that image, you know, and you get like, you could assemble different tiles. You could separate, like you could segment that image into differently into tiles. This is not an image. This is just a list of tiles, and it just wraps around. And I don't like that. I would love to be able to like at least affect how those tiles are sorted in this list. So I have like tiles that belong together, you know, together in one place. It was nice that I could spatially organize tiles in Pico 8. Is it correct? Does the door have a... What? Excuse me? Definitely the right edge here. But where does this black line come from? These have the line, but the door doesn't have the line? Wait, did I get the wrong... I think I might have gotten the door wrong. Look at the door. Yeah, I think the door is wrong. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. I got the door wrong. Yeah, okay. Good thing I checked. Easy. Yes. I haven't checked the chat in a while. That reminds me, I was looking at the SMB cutting room floor stuff because I was curious if the PCM feed was used at all, and found it interesting that there was a new sound unrelated to the power block animation shifts the power one pixel to the right, only one frame. Sound. is annoying me. We can't see the source, just Picotron. Oh, that's right. I didn't see that. Sorry. Good. This looks good. And this one I like. That's, I mean, pulling off a pentagram in pixel art with a glow around it. Peak. Peak. Peak und vorher. Yes. Excellent. Yes. And then here's this guy. Whoop. The inn is just sort of just like straight on the roof, not in this little. We did it! We have recreated successfully. We have recreated this. Oh, I wonder. Oh, interesting. You cannot be here in this game. You can be here though. You need to see if you can walk here on this tile. My personal taste. But that one looks good because the color is blocked or like consolidated so well instead of too busy, though I'm sure it can be too bland if everyone was like that shrug. Are you talking about the tile sets here? Yeah, this seems sweet. So we have now the map. The next step would be I want to be able to walk around in the map. Can I walk around them? Oh, yeah, I mean the pentagram. Gotcha. It's difficult to convey abstract concepts like magic, and I think that does a good job. The shield, something you see later on, I think more, is that the shield is then the armor. They just show the armor because it like conveys the idea of clothing better than the shield. All right, so this was this part. Now I want to Final Fantasy 3 NES sprites. I want to pick a protagonist. We have. Oh, look at this. This is a sick. We should pick Princess Sarah. Dash is lame. Une is cool. Doga is also nice, but I don't like it that we don't see his face. Alia is kind of like whatever. I do like Sid. Sid is pretty sick. I think Sarah might be the one. She's definitely has a vibe to her. So these are. Do they have black outlines, those characters? Yeah, Sid has a cool style. I do like the cat lady, so maybe I just like use the. So cat lady is like the sage. Is it sage? The evolution of the white mage. It's so funny they put cat ears on. That's just so funny. That's just. I'm gonna say, Shibuya was kind of trapped, making too serious role-playing games. I think she should have been making us something way cuter. She has such a good grasp on these like very cute characters. Also, I like her. I think that's a huntress. I think this is the thief and this is huntress. Am I correct? And these are the standard jobs. I mean, the standard jobs are also White mage, white mage. Also red mage. Ah, these are classics. These are classics. I'm gonna pick the cat lady. So this is just like your regular mirrored thing, right? So, okay, this is the part where I actually want to do some research. Because I want to create a new thing, and we're gonna call this Charles Carrack. Let's call it gas. Dudes! To be fair, we begin with something that is not a dude. It's a cat lady. Oh, there's a pixel missing here. Is that correct? Wow, it's so funny. I feel that's a mistake. No, it's not. Maybe I have to check in the original game. I have to play it now. I'm gonna fix this. It just feels wrong, man. Cat girls rule. I wonder if this is... It seems like it's correct. I picked the wrong color. It has a bad contrast to the red. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we finished? Finished? Let's go with 2.5 hours of music. Oh man, just add rain sounds and I'm down. I'm focused. I'm thriving. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes. Meow, 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 meow. I'm a cat. So I wonder if this is two sprites actually. Like the upper and lower half. There we go. That's our animation. It works. Easy. Right, always when you do this kind of animation when you're flipping left and right. Hey, Everis. Beeper. When you do this animation, you always have the problem that whenever you have something that's asymmetrical in the top half, it starts flipping with you, and that kind of breaks the illusion that you're moving. So I'm wondering if this upper half is a separate sprite from the lower half. So they can do just like the flipping on the lower half, and the upper sprite half stays the same. This is something, or they could have done it here this as well. I don't like this color as a. Let's just look at 14, whatever. I don't like how it's very close to the red. Sorry if you get asked this all the time, but what you got? I just played some Final Fantasy 3, and I was wondering about this stuff. I mean, I enjoy all sorts of games. Why you could ask me the same thing? Why did you get into Pokemon? Into explaining how Pokemon works, or Final Fantasy Adventure, or Zelda. It's just like I enjoy the games I play, and then I get curious to know how to recreate them, or something in the style of those games. Or shmups, I guess. Does Picotron let you shift click to replace all instances of a color when not using the filter tool? Shift click? You mean like this? I'm shift clicking. It doesn't really do anything. What if I do it with fill? I don't know how this works in Picotron. Pico 8, I mean. So this is the fill. Shift. Shift doesn't do anything. No. Command, not shift. You mean control click. No. Doesn't seem to do anything. No. I mean, there probably is. It's just like one of those things that's like the documentation on this is so sparse. You know, all the shortcuts, I mean, documentation, all the shortcuts is so sparse. Or not sparse, but just like difficult to access. You have to open like this other document. It would be nice if there was like a cheat sheet here somewhere. Right? So about, and then there's like a list of shortcuts. I mean, the pencil tool, not the bucket mode. Okay, so I go pencil tool, this, control, click. Maybe? Maybe that's how it works. Do we have it figured out? We figured it out, guys. We figured it out. You're correct. This is exactly the same thing as in Pico 8. I'm wondering if she's too far to the left, as cat girls are unknown to be. think me too. Yeah, this looks correct. Oh, that's nice. I just didn't really realize that this is the ear. That's so cool. You see the inside of the ear. Yeah, that works. That just works. That looks like the cat girl. Ah, very nicely done. So, is there a movement downwards? No. But the shape of the ear changes. Interesting. Oh yeah, the ears move backwards a little bit. Or forwards? No, backwards. Huh. Just like make everything here go away and recreate it. Yeah, because they also the coach lifts a little bit. Okay, interesting. Also, like this part, generally the bottom part of these characters is just always such a mess, and it relies so much on people just like on vibes, on just like getting the general gist, and without actually drawing each individual limb at the position where it belongs. Like just a few pixels can just suggest the right kind of shape. Like for example, how this shape that looks like a foot. That is, looks like this, like angled on the ground in the back, and this looks like a foot in the front a little bit. But how it connects to the body is just like a little bit like whatever. I guess, yeah. If you zoom out a little bit, you see that this is supposed to be the front leg, I guess, and this is maybe like a boot, like the parts of the boot that goes on your ankle, I guess. This is definitely the fist, which is here usually. Oh yeah. So okay, so this is like this is her clothes. This is her cuff. So this red part is her cuff. It's so funny. That's so. So tightly packed. So we should move everything up behind like this. That's the solution. Yeah, that's it, right? No, not quite. Oh wow. We're moving it 2 pixels back, huh? Yeah, the ears are really moving. I would have made them move so much, but okay. I would also probably move them in both directions, like one in this direction, other in this direction. So it's like this moves. It looks a little bit like maybe the head is moving, but maybe again, who am I to argue with Shibuya? Well, is the shadow? Is the shadow okay? No. Yeah, that's better. The shadow does change size. One bit bush hedge. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. So this part here, that can be just flipped, right? We don't need to. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna turn this into two individual sprites. It's fine. We can figure out with code, right? We are coders, gamers, coders. We can figure out how to flip it in code. The bottom part is not quite correct. So let's see. Oh, the upper part is also not quite correct, huh? The ears are not the same shape. Oh. I thought it would maybe just front sprite but flipped, but no. This is not correct. Oh, it's wider. Huh? Is it? Or am I? No, it's just like. Yeah, this is correct. No. Oh, it's a different shape on the other side. Like this. So. This is 3 pixels, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Oh yeah, this. She's just figured it out. She knows how to do those pixel arts. It looks so sweet. A little bit of a shading on the side. Yes. Oh, it's not symmetrical. Look at this. Just a little bit of a. I mean, that makes sense because it's supposed to flip, so you kind of want things to wiggle around a little bit. But yeah, okay, so these are our characters. Now the question is, like, how do we make this work? That's something that we have to figure out now. Just a heads up, I probably will stream for how long still? Maybe like half an hour or so. At some point, my family shall return, and then I have to become dad. Okay. So with the draw, we can just do map, right? Hey, easy peasy for breezy. Yeah, 1 bit is very, very nice and forgiving. Okay, let me quickly remove the key back here. I'll be right back. All right, let's go. So now we have to do all the stuff I was talking about in my Zelda videos. I need to watch my own Zelda video. Not quite. What I actually want to do is I want to find out how to load this into something, into like a file. How does that work? How can I juggle multiple sprite sheets? That's what I want to find out. I could have sworn I did it once. Picotron manual. Adding graphics. Normally graphics are stored in GFX files included in cartridge, blah blah blah. Let's get rid of bunny variable and use the sprite editor instead. Click on it, blah blah blah. Now instead of drawing, okay. Can I... Does this file include any other reference to GFX? Oh! I did not know about this. This is... Excuse me? Each sprite in memory can be assigned an index between 0 and 8191 that is used to references from sprite and map drawing functions. Default indexes are assigned on cartridge startup based on the names of the files found in GFX. Each one that starts with an integer is assigned a block of 256 indexes based on that number. For example, GFX 0 is 0 to 255. GFX 1_monsters.gfx is... That's how it works? I've learned something new! Oh, this is sick. But still. It doesn't say anything else. Interesting. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can load it. It's just like the pathway for that is not there. I know how to draw a single sprite for sure. It's just how to load it into memory is something I'm not quite sure. But okay. Oh, memmap. I think it's memmap. Is it memmap? No, it's to put. That puts. Setting a current working map. Only a single global map is needed. When only a single global map is needed, there's the option to set the current working map and use only Pico 8 style map functions and mapset and get. The current working map is taken to be whatever 16. Okay, this happens automatically. Map files. Yeah, this is about map files. How to load map files. Okay, that's cool. That's cool that we can load different maps. That's good to know. I'm gonna take advantage of this weird... I have never used this before. Maybe that's just the way to go. So where do we do this? FF test? No, cancel. Show card contents. So this would be in GFX. Instead of dude's GFX, we're gonna rename this. No, that's not what I wanted. Rename. And we're gonna call it one dude's GFX, right? No. It doesn't even have to be a leading. I wonder if... Okay, let's try this, and then I want to try with leading zeros, because I hate not having leading zeros here. Okay, let's try this. So this... Oh, I didn't save. Wait. You know what? I don't need this. I would love to just put it in the trash. It doesn't work like this. FF test open. Show card contents. Yeah, I didn't rename it for some reason. One GFX. No. Test. Yeah, now it works. Okay. Mostly unrelated, but I'm toying with what will eventually be a Pico 8 Connect 4 implementation. That's fine, and I'm very confused about how I should handle the state machine without dropping down a global variable, which is something I'd like to avoid if possible. Why would you avoid a global variable? No. What? No, you just do a global variable. Listen, hear me out. Computer science is a cult. There's crazy people doing computer science trying to convince you that global variables are somehow bad. No, global variables are very good. Embrace the global variable lifestyle. The kind of pretzels you need to twist your brain into just to avoid global variables for what? It's a Pico 8 project. I can understand that when you're working on like corporate software, that is, that where thousands of people are touching the code base. Thousands, it's not gonna be thousands, but let's say a team of 50 people is touching the same code base over multiple decades. Then you probably don't want to have too many global variables just to keep things everything nicely compartmentalized. And to avoid like memory leaks and stuff like that. Even memory leaks is not a problem there, I guess. But if you're making a tiny little Pico 8 project, you committed yourself to the global variable lifestyle. Global variables are based. Object-oriented programming is cringe. But for reals, it's always like, the question is like always, the way to think about this is, what kind of thing are you, what kind of behavior, what kind of mechanism are you depicting with the variables and functions that you're creating, right? And again, if your project is highly modular, if you want to like, be able to swap in things in and out, constantly, because it's something that's constantly being maintained, then sure, you need to think about some kind of crazy strategy. In this case, you're making a tiny little Connect 4 implementation, and you're thinking about creating a state machine for this, and that state machine will control the global behavior of the Connect 4 implementation, of your Connect 4 game. It is natural and makes sense to just use a global variable to control its state. It's really nice because you can like access it from different functions. You can switch the mode from different places. You can have an animation running, and an animation function will switch the mode from waiting for animation to finish to now we're able to accept player input. Okay, so if I read this correctly, this should be, this tile here, that should be 257. Actually, I'm gonna be a little bit contrarian. I kind of don't like that 0 tile. And also in this case, we're not talking about tiles that belong on a map. I agree. I think this is something you should consider. You should try to do whatever you feel is best. Locals are good for helpers that you want to throw away after using them if you want to run a loop for thousands of times. Functions are meant to be global. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so this is my guy. So let's see if I can just put the sprite, because I've never done this before. If this is how it works, that's actually quite genius. I thought I have to like load, but I don't know how it loads this process here. Oh, I don't even see this. This process of loading GFXs into different indexes. I wonder how that works at the beginning, if I can meddle with this process. Let me see examples of how SPR works. Okay, that's a number. Okay. Oh, so it gets sprite, get or set the sprite to the user for a given index. This function can be ignored. Oh, so we can just get sprites. That's cool. We can also set sprite. That's weird. What is blit? Oh, interesting. Copy a region of one user data to another. Okay. Okay. Oh, by the way, how does SSPR work again? Is that some special thing? No, it's the same thing, huh? Okay. Okay, so let's do SPR. Oh, SPR 256. This. Where's my cat girl? 257. Oh, it's an update function. I put it wrong place. Yo, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Ole, 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 ole. Sick. That's so cool. I didn't know this. I didn't read this documentation. That's actually interesting that we can do this. Okay, so next step is, first of all, I don't like the palt. Let's do a palt 0 false. Pelt. Is it 14, right? 14. Ah! I love her already. I love her so much. I forgot how to do this. Okay, first we need to have honey. I'm thinking already about setting a system for NPCs, but we're gonna worry about this later. First of all, I just need to set up the animations. So, what are the directions again? Pico 8 directions, or like button. I like to follow the order of Pico 8. There we go. Left is 0. So it's like 1. So this is left. Boop, boop, boop. Right. Up. Down. Well, if you think about this, it might be as simple as just an offset. Like if all of these are just like this sequence, like all of the characters will have the same frames, right? Let's not overthink it. So 256 is for default, right? So it's like that down. 256, 257. I'm thinking. And then this would be 258, 259. Now right will be 250 minus. We're gonna use the same system that we used for Pokemon, and then this one is gonna be 250, 260, 260, and then minus 260. So that allows us to easily actually, I want to pull up my code that I used for. No, not Picotron. Not Picotron. You shut your mouth. Because I don't want to reinvent the wheel, and also I kind of want to maybe maintain parity, code parity. So I can lift functions if I need them. CD sync, dear. CD. What did I do here? How did I do this? CD videos. There we go. Okay. So how did I name the variables? So we're gonna have a. Let's call this walk Annie, because that's how I did it. The XPY is correct, and then we are gonna have a walk deer. Plus 3. Ani T equals 7. Ani F equals 1. And then the rest is not that interesting. Okay. And then we have a function that draws the player. This is going to be different. Let's call this function +per. Or let's call it dudeSper. Nah, let's go +per, and then we can change this later on. So this is going to be +per 16, 16. So local flip equals false. Maybe I shouldn't copy this stuff here. Okay, let's go local ani equals walk anis walk deer. This one. Agno. Local firm equals ani anif. Let's go. We don't need to abbreviate. We can kind of go frame. And then if firm frame is smaller than 0, then frame equals minus frame equals true. There is probably a more efficient way of doing this. Frame x y. How does flipping work in Picotron? Okay, it's just directly afterwards. Okay. Oh man, chocobos are so cute. I need to get a chocobo plushie, I think. My daughter got me on the plushie train. Oh, I said walk anis. Let's go walk ani. There we go. She's not moving because we're not animating. How do we do animation again? How does that work? Yeah, there's a move player function. Oh yeah, that's right. Because this works differently in Pokemon. In Pokemon, we're not moving the player, we're moving the world. But let's go move player. There's gonna be scrolling for sure at some point. There's the animation part. I want to copy just over this. Yeah, that's what will get us there. And again, probably we're going to put these into objects eventually because we want to also have this for NPCs. For now, I kind of like this. Okay, and an update function is just going to move the player, just like it should have something. Oh yeah. I'm expecting there to be 2 frames, but it's actually just one. Yes! She might be moving a bit too fast. It might be a different... I need to record footage of Final Fantasy 3. She might be moving a bit too fast. Very good. Okay. So, I mean, can we just do the button presses as always? Why not? After all, why not? Why not, you stupid bastard? Wait. Okay. Then we can not scrolling. Next X. Okay, that's actually a different function. We should do this. Check. Let's Pox, player offset X equals 0. Player offset Y equals 0. That's good. I'm gonna have to animate this at some point. Let's put them in one row. They belong together. We're flying! Okay. So... this is a part that can be done procedurally, and I might do it procedurally at some point, but not today. Like, we can get all of, instead of these if statements, we can just do a loop and a array that looks up all these values, because the values just like it's always the same code. It's just like slightly different values, slightly different variables, and you can do this easily. It's SDX, so speed dx. So let's go PSX and PSY. Let's play this. So let's go PSX equals -1. This. And then we can go press equals. I don't know quite how to create those characters in Picotron. Is it Control L? No. How do we do this? So that's this part. So that's parsing if a button was pressed and if not press. And oh, that's menu. No, if press. Then there's a walk prep situation. But for now, I just want to have walk dir equals press. Unexpected symbol. Is it this? Is this the problem? It's a problem, right? Is that better? Yeah. Okay. It doesn't like that symbol. Okay. Fine. I will do a comment here though. She looks like she's punching the wall. Now I feel like I need a program after just working on drawing a bit. See you later. Bye bye. All right. We can. Oh, we can turn around. Turn around. Yes. Yes. This pleases me greatly. So let us start pulling from this. So this is PSX. No, PX. PX times 16. PY times 16. No, she's here. She shouldn't be here. Well, let's put her somewhere, some better spot. 8, 7, 10, 9, 10. Yes, she's got a good spot here. Okay. So now we can walk around. We can turn around. Now let's do the walking. So let's do it correctly. Function walk prep. Here. What is all the stuff that I did for the walk prep? I did reset the speed. So resetting the speed. Okay, I'm also resetting the next X. So why am I setting? Oh no, that's not rock prep. Where's rock prep? There we go. I am resetting the. Why am I resetting next? I have next here. Okay, never mind. So we don't need that part. Definitely want to have this part in walk prep. And then we're gonna do if we can do all this stuff here and just do additional things. Ah, I see. Well, it's actually just one thing. We don't need the walk prep. The walk prep is maybe necessary later on, but not today. PSX is -1. Oh, we're already doing this. Oh, never mind. We are already here. A walk beer equals press. How do we do this? Okay, there's a mode. Mode equals walk. List equals 16. Move layer. And then update. We can go if mode equals idle. Then now if mode equals walk, then and that's it. So if you're walking, if you're idling, then we do this, check butts. And if you're walking, we do move player. Yes. Then what else is there to do? Move player. So there's scrolling happening, but oh, actually, moving. Let's go moving. Moving. Oh wait. Okay. So we need to have a second set of variables, I guess, right? POX SX. Yeah. So POX is going to be the offset. Like this. And then moving is POX plus equals PSX. And then POY is 1. Like this. And then animation is happening. And then dist minus equal 1. We technically don't need the dist, we could also take the offset. Monitor the offset. If offset reaches 16, we can just end it, but I think it's fine to have a dedicated variable for this. Just need to be cognizant of it in case we want to have different walking speeds or something like this. Dist minus process, and then this is then what happens when we arrive. So if dist smaller equals 0, then. And one of the things that happens mode is set to idle because we arrived. But also, it's just so good that I just already did all this stuff. I think very important is px py equals next x. Next y. That's very important. And then also pox poi equals 0, 0. Should be enough. Oh, we don't have dist? Are you kidding me? Am I move playering somewhere accidentally? Oh yeah, there is. Oh. It's very good, very good. Just need to reset the speed as well. Let's reset it here. I'm puking, it's so good. Yes. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I love this. I don't know. It's somehow these kinds of games bring so much joy. Like being able to walk around in such a place. It's very good. Okay, so let's make it so that there is actual collision detection. Am I right? Am I right, fellas? That's the thing. That it's supposed to be easy, right? Luckily, it is easy. Just setting one of the tiles to collidable. I'm also already thinking about, hey, what if we do like procedural generated towns? Huh? Wouldn't be that sick? I just realized something. How do they make it so that you can go into the water? Okay, so this. Okay, we're gonna deal with the water later. Let's make the water not walkable for now, and because that will create all sorts of issues. So this should not be walkable. And I'm pretty sure these are also not supposed to be walkable. This is not walkable. Like this. Okay, right now obviously nothing's happening. This looks so good. This looks so good, so nice. Alright, so how do we check for collisions? How did I do this? One of those things again. We just do an F-kit. Alright, we just get the tile and we do an F-kit. So can we do the same thing here, is what I'm asking? Is just like something what I'm thinking about. So let's do like this. We're gonna do the F-kit. Wait. This is not quite correct. Because this is from the Pokemon part. This is actually super easy. Pico 8 style getters and setters that operate on the current working map. These are equivalent to using. Okay, yeah. So we just get the next map. It's not that complicated. Next. Yes. Okay, so that gets us a tile. And then we're gonna say, like, if we can change the walk to whatever we do, but we're gonna know if we're gonna only walk if this is if the tile is fine. Oh, it's already working. It's already working. Yes. Oh, I cannot walk off the bridge. What? Yeah, I got it wrong. This should be not walkable. Neither is okay. Tornado. Oh. Oh, goodbye. Yeah, we need to do the scrolling. That's gonna be the difficult part. Oh, I can walk down the stairs. What? I think I got confused whether red means walkable or not walkable. Right. We cannot go into the water. Yeah, and we cannot go up here. I need to check in the actual Final Fantasy if I can go there. Oh, this is sick. This is good. Also need to record some footage to see if the frame rate is correct. Yeah, and the scrolling, obviously. The scrolling part is a little bit annoying. Do we have a... No, we don't really have a performance thing. I would love to see what the frame rate is currently. Making videos is an easy task for babies, that's right. Easy peasy for breezy. Baby squeezy. Okay. Entering buildings obviously not something that is happening right now. Also would be... immediately I'm like, my head is abuzz with all the cool things that you could do here. It's so cute. I think it's cuter. Oh, let me make it full screen. I made it full screen. Oh, dude. The pixels get more chunky when you put it full screen. That's actually sick. Because you get like, you fill so much of the screen with oh, dude. I love it. I kind of love it. It's my jam. Now, you know that we have to hide something here. You should be able to go through here. It should be like teleport you to the other side. Okay, so this is always like this problem with how to make the scrolling work. That's something that I kind of want to wrap up soon, so I don't want to open up new kind of worms. Let me do a to-do list for what we're gonna do next time now, because this was good progress today. So we want scrolling. NPCs. And that's kind of it. Is that it? I know what you're thinking. Ah, yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, yeah. It would also have nice to have a grass animation or grass. Or deep grass. Water even, because you also can get into water, right? And I'm not sure. Like in the game you could get into water and you could like go down the waterfall and everything. I'm not sure if we're gonna do this. Oh yeah, and also, by the way, we can walk off screen here. Uh-oh. What? Excuse me? Okay, you're back. I didn't make them walkable. I don't know what happened there. Well, we have to figure out when we're scrolling. Also, check walkability versus original. This is just something that I'm just interested in researching, because I'm just like not sure how. There's some questions that this opened up for me, for how the original handles walkability, because it's like these tiles are a bit weird. They look empty, so it looks like as if you could walk over them. But if you make them walkable, then you can just walk from here to here. That's just going up a cliff, right? So I wonder if they're checking the directionality of the walkableness, so that you can walk in here, but you cannot walk down from here, and you cannot walk up from here. We have to see the. But I suspect that they just didn't make this walkable, so you cannot go up here. I think this is how it works. We have to see. But I know what I did. I walked off here. So yeah, I need to see if how they did that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is also a directionality thing where you cannot walk onto it from the right side, but you can walk from it from up and below. So yeah, you have to make it like this, because you can walk up here and you could be able to just walk down from here, and that's So there must be some little tweaks probably. We have to explore this a little bit, maybe in the emulator. I'm gonna write down. This kind of like nice to have water animation, or just tile animations, or animated tiles. This is not important. This is just like a fun thing to experiment with. And check other towns for more tiles. I kind of want to reverse engineer the entire sprite sheet, town sprite sheet, so just to see what kind of tools they were working with. Yeah. This is sick. This is good stuff. Thank you so much for joining me for today. It was a great pleasure. Announcements for where the next stream is going to be. Tomorrow I probably not going to be any streaming because I will be working a lot. I will be teaching. On Thursday though, I'm committed. It would be great to be able to do some streaming on Thursday. I hope we can pull it off. Not sure if we're going to continue working on this on Thursday or if we have to return to high stakes. And I would love to do this week. That would be great. Thank you so much for joining me once again, and see you next time around, guys. Bye bye. Let's go. Goodbye. Thanks for stopping. Bye.